welcome to a brand new railway explore video, and we're off to see two key locations in Dudley in the West Midlands of the UK. Now first of all, we're going to be off to see Parkhead Viaduct. Now Parkhead Viaduct was a little bit near Blowers Green railway station, which was right next to Dudley Tunnel. Now Parkhead Viaduct was originally constructed in 1850, and you know, it was originally built of wood. 30 years later, the wood was believed to be encased in brick, and it's been abandoned for around about 30 years, disused. The track got lifted in 1995. So first of all, we're going to go and have a look at that. Then a little while later, we're going to go over to Dudley Railway Tunnel, 948 yards long. Now this closed the same time, and it opened in 1850 also. The last train going through it was a cable laying train. Some of the track's still down. We'll find out what else remains inside when we get in there. The tunnel itself, in construction, it had 5 shafts in order to build the tunnel, but these were never kept for ventilation purposes due to industry and housing being developed above. So hope you're going to join me. Viaduct first, Dudley Railway Tunnel second. Quick shout out to 2 people. Roy Pembroke, thank you very much for becoming a new channel member. You can become a channel member on the join button if you want to have a look at that. And also thank you very much to Vic. You know who you are. Hope you're okay. Let's go and enjoy this viaduct and tunnel. So let's take a little look at where we are today and the area that we're covering thanks to railmaponline.com. So you can see that turquoisey green line. That is the route that we're looking at today. That's the former Oxford, Worcester, Wolverhampton line, and we're going to begin down here. Now that is Parkhead Viaduct that opened in 1850, and you can see it crosses the Dudley Canal. We can zoom in just a little bit and so you can see it just a little bit closer. Look, you see the viaduct smack bang in the middle, and Blowers Green station was just off to the right of that route, and then onto Dudley Tunnel and Dudley Station. So let's go and have a look at it. There we go, behold, on top, made it up that hill, the embankment, absolutely brilliant. Let's go and have a look over it. climbing on top, the capping stones, they've all got these Roman numerals up. XXX V11. I see the next one is XXX V111, and the one after that XXX V1V. So they're all individually numbered. I think that's pretty impressive. Looking back down at Pennet Basin Bridge and Parkhead Bridge number 1 and its lock. Now the viaduct itself, it was originally constructed out of wood way back in 1850, and this lasted around about 30 years before in effect it was replaced into the brick construction that we see now, but the wood is still there. The wood was encased by the brick, and it gives us the viaduct that is ever present today. Now the viaduct had less use from the 1960s due to the closure of the stations along the route. It did in fact carry on in use up until March 1993, and the last bulk train went over there I believe on the 19th of March. There was record of a cable laying train which appeared some months later, around about 3 or 4 months later on, but that is the last noted and recording working over this section of line and this very viaduct. The track was subsequently lifted in 1995, and the rest, they say, is history. So let's walk just a short distance back down here along the foot of the track bed. We're now walking away from Dudley, and I just think I can see something that may be of interest. Let's go see. So yeah, here we are, quite a few sleepers still being left in the position. Look, they're still sleeping from when that last train went over back in 1993. Unsure which direction the cable laying train actually went, so if it was this line or if it was this line. Nevertheless, they've been sat here waiting for that working to come, and then in 1995 the rails were lifted. But these sleepers have been left here ever since. Curiously, look, that's been cut away, look. It's all been cut away, to be honest, hasn't it? So numerous patch ups on the brickwork as well on the sidewall. So we're considering that that's going to be the original 1880 construction. We've got this blue brick in the middle, and there's another curious one on the other side. So again, on the other side we've got the original 1880 brickwork, and then we're going to this patchwork bit, which appears to be where we've lost the wall at some point, some sort of wall collapse. And as we go along around about 20-30 feet, the original wall from the original 1880 viaduct reappears again. So currently on site of the former Dudley station. We've got the route back that way, it curves all the way around there, but we're going to be going that way. And you can see there's a great big bridge. There's the original site of Dudley train station. It closed in the 60s. And if you just make out that bridge there, that is where we're going. Our little tunnel of over 900 yards, Dudley Railway Tunnel, it lies disused. We're going to be one of the last individuals to go through it. I'm quite excited to what we might find, because a lot of tunnels we go through, they've been disused for years. There's no track, no ballast, no remnants of nothing. I want to see colours, I want to see, you know, anything in there. It's just brilliant. So come on, let's go and explore this thing. Now, it was the Oxford, Worcester and Wolverhampton Railway, and this opened way back in 1850, so it's quite an old one, and it lasted quite a while. Passenger use into the 60s when the station closed. So right now we're in Dudley. We're near the zoo, we're near the Black Country Museum, and right in the centre you can see Dudley Station. That little red dot, that's where Dudley Station was. Just above that, that was the former Freightliner yard, just where it says goods station. There used to be a Freightliner loading and unloading dock there. And the purple line off to your right, that is the former South Staffordshire line, the Brown Hills to Dudley Railway, the London North Western Railway. Moving further down the map, we then enter Dudley Tunnel, and the route of this pretty much follows Duncan Edwards Way. It goes under the roundabout and appears at the bottom left of the map, right next to where the A461 is. Right, so it's time to go inside, over 900 yards of tunnel with a little curve inside. Let's go. So from the portal entrance we've got rails all the way on one line only. On the other side it's just the sleepers. We've got refuges on both sides. Quite liking this one out, it's got a double arch look. So that was before, whether that's been heightened or lowered, I've never seen that before. But soon after saying that about the rails, we've lost them. We've just got sleepers. It's lovely and dry in here so far. Got the next refuge look exactly the same. It's got the double height arch. That is peculiar. Nice long piece of welded rail. So the recesses or refuges, they're pretty regular to be honest. We've got one there on the right. We look straight over on the left. We've got another one. No numbers yet though. I haven't counted them myself. But again, if we pan back to the right again, pretty close, aren't they? Look at all this. It's a right chunky, lumpy piece of work. All the way around to the recess. That's extraordinary. Some amazing colours in there. No sooner as we left that behind, we've got this lot. I love this stuff. It just makes it otherworldly. Like, it's icy and cold. Still no rails down, still plenty of sleepers, and this is all due to be whipped out very, very soon, ready for work to be taking place. So apart from the occasional drip, it's been relatively dry in here. I've only seen a couple of drips, and other than that, it's been absolutely fine. Not seen any more. There's all these flowing little streams coming out of the walls. It is pretty like clear fresh water. I mean, it's obviously rainwater. You can hop along. There's another look. If you can see it, yeah, you can see it running, can't you? You can see inside, so it's obviously draining from up above. And that one looks a bit more monstrous. But if we go further along the other way, again, there's another, and so on. And the refuges are the standard single archway ones now. We've lost those double arch ones we saw earlier on at the beginning of our little trip inside this tunnel. And if we hop along to the other side, it's exactly the same look, standard refuge. All sorts of bits and pieces in there, nice mix of colours. So we're almost out the other end, everybody. We're out the portal, just about. We've got 2 more refuges to go. And there's the last one on the right hand side.
He's got a good job there, the driver, hasn't he? Just poured himself a cup of tea.
Looks like he's got a sandwich in his hand or something.
He probably has. Got a bottle of something. Like watching track being laid, just is heaven, isn't it? Why is it on Sunday way lines that the sleepers are sort of laid directly onto the soil?
So now back at the site of Dudley Station. It's been absolutely brilliant, hasn't it, inside that tunnel. I've got the old helmet here again, but brilliant. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks to everybody that organised this. Thanks to everybody that came along with me. It's absolutely brilliant. Take care, bye bye.